So hi, my name's Adam Logan, and I've been here this weekend representing the Mammoth Mountain School. So that's basically a collaboration between Sam Sykes, who also delivers a lot of Duke of Edinburgh stuff, and then the Mammoth brand. In terms of how receptive, how engaged people were on the walk that we did yesterday, absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, you never know who you're going to get in your group. I mean, the preamble was that we had a mix, so we had some retail staff, but some of those weren't necessarily kind of front line, if you like, on the floor selling the kit. There was a mix. There was some manager grade and all sorts, so a real mixed bag. But I was kind of blown away really by just how engaged they were. The main focus of the walk was navigation training, but there was a really nice kind of across the board engagement with what we were trying to do, which really was just to demystify navigation in general. Okay, so key core skills that we were hoping they'd get from, we had a couple of hours, so we had to be realistic about what we can deliver and what we can expect people to absorb, but certainly those kind of foundational skills of what is a map, what is a compass, like in its most simplistic sense, out of the two, what are they going to do for you? So it wasn't about making them think one was better than the other, but just to truly understand what they were as tools. And really we focused on the map. So that's a really powerful navigational tool. Whereas you might argue the compass, essentially it's a protractor with a needle that points north. We could do an awful lot more with the map. So that's where we really put our efforts yesterday. So in terms of what they took away was just, those foundational skills of orientating the map, setting the map to the landscape around them, and then crucially being able to interpret as much information from that map and relate it to the real world. That was the key thing, really. In terms of the skills that we covered yesterday on the hike, the transferal of that knowledge that they got from the session, being able to take that through into the retail world and impart that kind of experience to the customer, I think is invaluable. There's this idea, I think it's really important, this idea of authenticity. You want people who've had an experience with a piece of equipment or an experience in an environment to really know what that's like. If they're going to then stand in front of people and talk about the merits of a certain type of compass or a shell layer or a rucksack, all these things that they were trying, that's theirs now. They've got that. And okay, they've not spent a 3-week expedition using that kit, but it's a start and it's good. And that's what this whole show has been about, I think. It's been breaking down those barriers. Okay, so the next stage for people who are perhaps just beginning their journey into navigation and getting out on the hill and using this kit, I think really it's practice. I think it's the theme that's popped up again and again with some of the keynote speakers we've had over the event this weekend. It's just, this stuff's great, but you've just got to get out and use it. There's an element of skill fade with everything. So maybe they've learned some really great bits of knowledge yesterday, but that it's back to the real world on Monday, back to the shop floor. So I would say it's all about really kind of intending to then go out and confirm that stuff and do more of it. What have I taken from the experience? I would say that it's been quite interesting for me. So I haven't done a huge amount of retail in my outdoor career. I have done some, and to now re-engage with people who that for some, that genuinely is their career. That's what they're doing 9 to 5. I've very much moved now into kind of outdoor skills delivery for my career. So it's been, an interesting thing to kind of almost take a step back in time and see people at that point in a journey, but on a different trajectory.